Welcome in, y'all. Tap the screen and share the live. Don't forget to repost it, y'all. Hello, welcome in. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Just give it a few minutes for the room to fill up. Everybody to get in their box. And we'll get started. Hello, welcome in, y'all. This will be posted on my YouTube. My YouTube is the first pinned video on my page. Y'all can subscribe. We put everything on there. Hello, Mrs. President. How are you? Hey, Melody Rose. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's soothing. Thank you, Andrea. My birthday was actually Tuesday, but thank you. I appreciate it. Hello, y'all. Welcome in. This is about Jordan Paul and her enablers. We're actually going to focus more on the enablers. Hey, y'all. Welcome in. Tap the screen and share the live, please. Yeah, she made all 200. It was crazy. Tap. We're gonna need all the taps tonight, y'all. We're gonna show a lot of screenshots. We're gonna talk about a lot of people. Penny Fairy is actually hopefully gonna be up here pretty soon. Yeah, tomorrow she'll be back. Tap and share, y'all. Tap and share, repost. We're gonna get started here in just a few minutes. We're just waiting for a couple more people. There's the man of the hour. Hey, Blast, how are ya?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing really great.
Awesome.
Mods, I've addressed the mods in a message. Just remember what I said. Please do not block people. If it gets out of hand, mute them for the whole live. I really don't want anybody blocked unless they're crazy bad.
Yo, what's up, everyone? Hello.
Y'all say hi to Blast. We got Amber up here, Birdie, Fallon. We're waiting on berries. Hey, Toucan, how are ya? I'm sorry, the chat's going really fast, y'all. If I'm missing you, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for coming tonight.
Hello. Sorry, I
Hey,
was talking to
Bears.
someone in the chat.
No, that's okay. I didn't even see you down there, to be honest. Hey, Ladybug. No bingo tonight. We're just gonna stick to straight facts, and that's Penny Berry's thing. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for coming in. What do you mean, Amber? You have everything.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's all on.
I don't know why it's not working.
It might be glitching out, but you have everything. You have super mod powers. Everybody up here in a box has it, and if most of them down in the chat have them, I think everybody has it now. Hey, Karma. Hello, Kayla.
What's up, everyone? Hope you're all having a good night. I always feel awkward when
Why?
I don't know, like, because I'm just used to being on my computer and stuff. Like I said that last time, like talking into a phone is just like awkward for me. I guess I don't know.
You're
Anyway,
used to that big old NASA setup. That's why.
yeah.
Y'all be nice to Tammy in the chat. We've invited all of her enablers. We tagged a lot of them. We want them here to listen.
I don't think that's the real Tammy.
It's not? Oh,
I don't
shit.
think so. Fallon, you would know.
Yeah, I didn't even see her, so I don't know if it's her or not for sure. But we did tag a lot of people. Mark B actually tagged probably 30 people. In our chats, we keep it super respectful. We're not going to body shame. We're not going to name call. We're not going to dox. If you do any of that, you will be removed immediately. No warnings tonight. Hey, Morgan. There won't be any kind of foul shit going on in this chat. Respectful, please. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start, we're going to talk about Jordan Paul tonight. There really isn't a lot to say about Jordan that people don't already know. You already know she's a scammer. She's a beggar. There's really nothing that I can tell you that you don't already know about her. What you don't know about her is why she gets the money that she gets. And that's what we're going to show you tonight. The reasons people send her all of this money. Because it's wild. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let Fallon get started, and then we'll converse back and forth. Right now, boxes are going to be closed. I can open them up at the end if people want to come up, but right now we're staying right where we're at. So welcome in, everybody. Make sure you keep tapping the screen and be respectful.
All right. Well, I will start things off rough just so everybody can know that we mean business tonight. Like Checkmate said, there is nothing that we're going to be able to tell you guys that you don't know. Jordan is heavily saturated with her lies, heavily covered, and nothing that is coming out of her mouth is the truth. If she tells the truth, it's by accident, which she's very calculated in the things that she says. And you'll hear an example later when you hear about the job, when you hear that she contradicts herself. And that is one of the ways that it's so important, people that are streaming her in the morning, like Blast, when we're streaming and people catch it. People catch it in the chat. People catch it when Blast will call it out while we're streaming and you're clicking on names so people can message. Kelly Gibbons, Melody Rose, all the people that are messaging nonstop, Mark B, tagging as many people that his names that he sees. You guys are the reason that she continues to get caught with her lies because you pay attention, you read the room. You're looking for things that she has said before that sometimes she doesn't seem too confident when she starts to talk. But the problem lies in, didn't I say that, y'all? Y'all, didn't I say that? And then people like Amethyst and Dysfunctional Mama and Fun Mom of TikTok and 50 Shades and Tammy are in the chat saying, oh, you did say that. Oh, no, I didn't see that comment. Because, see, she gets away with it by people who enable her, right? But tonight, I hope that all of you are here. And I hope that all the Team Jordan are in the chat. Because I want to walk down some of the things that are important. I want to know, dysfunctional mom. I want to know if on your bio where you said that you're so sick and you are a mama, I want to know if there was a true cure out there for your disease, or any of you enablers. If you're sick with something and there was a dead set cure, wouldn't you give anything and everything you possibly could to be well? I say that because there is a cure-all for Jordan. It's rehab. Something that could save her life and give her time with the family that loves her, that had to push her away with tough love to save her life. So I'm curious, those of you that are Team Jordan, I get it. There should be no knocking of the hotel doors. There should be no calling of the hotels. There should be no calling jobs. There should be no calling pizzas. And I'm talking about all over beggars, scammers, and those exhibiting bad behavior. So I get it. You Team Jordan think that you are saving somebody from some heartache because she's being, her words, stalked. Her words that are scared. Her words. Who the hell wouldn't be scared? I would be. But see, those were her words until somebody made it true. We don't condone that over here. So there are people out here who actually realize that life is valuable. So Tammy, LaShawn, Dysfunctional Mama, Amethyst, if you had a way to help your friend, wouldn't you? She's got one foot in the grave. Her life is valuable. She could be so much more than what she's seeing right here, just sitting here, shallowing away. She could be the biggest success story on this app because she's covered so much. You could be part of that if you want to be part of something. All I ever hear when I mention your names is, oh, they're pick-me's. Pick me, pick me, pick me. Well, wouldn't you want to be a pick-me for something good? And there's no hate. There's no hate coming from this box. There's no hate coming from this platform. It's confusion. Because what I see in the chat is you sticking up for her. But I'm curious as to what you're sticking up for her for. Do you want her to get something bad off the street? Do you want her to get too much of it? Because there's a bunch out there that are like that. And I'm going to show you examples here in a few minutes of names of people who want to send her money so she gets something bad off the street so they can watch it live. So they can say they were part of it. 50 Shades of Bitch. Fun Mom of TikTok. They want that. I don't want that. Nobody in these boxes want that. Most of the people that I communicate on a daily basis don't want that. Or they wouldn't be putting their time and effort into messaging enablers, posting videos, streaming, clicking on people's names whenever somebody wants to go message someone that might potentially give her their last $5 because they're debating on whether they want to get their insulin for the week or give her $5 because she feels like she's going to be outside with her dog and have nowhere to go, which is bullshit. She has places to go. It's one dog. Everybody knows that. We're not going to tell you anything tonight, facts-wise, on Jordan that you don't already know. Or that you can't type at the top of the TikTok search bar and type in Jordan Paul or any internet search and find information about Jordan Paul. What you can't find when you type in Jordan Paul's name at the top of the TikTok search bar is, why do people want to see her fail? Why do people want to see her 6 feet under?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I've said many, many times. If you get to a point on this app where you're actually hating these people, it's time to walk away. Because that's not what we want to do, right? We don't want to see them fail. We want to see them thrive. We want to see them get jobs and take care of themselves. That's the whole purpose of awareness. It's not to see a show. It's not to see them, crash out. It's not to see them, get sick off of something they've got off the streets and, overdose or, unalive on a live stream. I mean, it's time to, wake up and start calling out the enablers that send her money on a daily basis. So I just want to give out a trigger warning really quick. Some of these screenshots you're going to see are going to be absolutely awful. And if it does affect you, please walk away. Don't stay in here and watch this, because some of them say some pretty foul things.
There's so many people that are in our DMs that are like, I'm just watching the shit show. But at what point does it become so disgusting and so vile that you have to look away? Or become one of those people that, like Albert Einstein said, the evil people of the world are not going to be the ones that destroy it. It's going to be the ones that sit back and do nothing. Right? So will you be one of those that just sits there when people are doing things that you know are absolutely against everything that should be holy, and just let it go and not speak up? Or more importantly, would you want it done to you? If you were heavy in the throes of addiction and you would do anything and everything in your power to get your next fix, you would put your face on this camera and you would do whatever it is and say whatever it is you can to get money from people who are easily manipulated or want to see a shit show. Because all you can think of is what you want to feel like in the next 5 minutes with that money. I truly hope that somebody hears me tonight in these boxes, and I hope that somebody in this chat hears what we're all saying with one voice tonight. When you hear Blast speak, when you hear Barry speak, when you hear Checkmate, Amber, Birdie, when you hear us speak, I hope somebody comes up in a box that sees the fact that Jordan's life is important, but the road that she's on right now, she's got one foot in the grave, and it's not right. We're not here to bully her. I don't care what she looks like. I don't care what she sounds like. I don't care what she drives or doesn't. I don't care. But the one that doesn't have a voice, that little dog, one dog, because the other dog has already lost its life. And she's about to lose hers because there is more increasingly data that shows there's more and more stuff out there on the street that's bad. If there's anybody out there that thinks that we agree with the things that are going on this app that are harmful and dangerous, please come up in a box and talk to us. It's not a threat. It's not take a box, take a box. We're not doing any of that. We truly want to know some answers. How can we help? Because it doesn't just pertain to just Jordan. Because if we accept it over here with Jordan, then we accept it all across the app, right? We accept it with anybody else that's going on. Or the next Jordan, unfortunately. And I'm not saying that we're all going to come to an agreement. We're going to walk away singing Kumbaya. because everybody has the right to disagree with anything going on. And there's going to be people in these boxes that don't go hard enough, and there's going to be people that do go hard enough, and everybody's going to have an issue. And that's a good thing, because we can't all walk around like we're in an echo chamber. Because if you do that, then you're no different than being in Jordan's chat saying, "That's right, Jordan. You're so right, Jordan. Yep, you said that, Jordan." Just so she can get her next fix. And that little dog can remain in the bathroom tied up. Do y'all hear that little dog shake as much as it does? Because it's uncomfortable. Wouldn't you try to move around as much as you could if you were confined in a little bitty room all day long? No fresh air, but more importantly, no voice? So I ask you again, when we go through the program and we talk about if you had a cure for what ailed you, wouldn't you reach out and grab it? Wouldn't you help her reach out and grab it? But you are enabling somebody that is a fully able-bodied adult. And her cure is packing up a small bag and going to rehab and saying, "I need help." I wish that cancer had a cure. I wish that fibromyalgia had a cure. I wish scoliosis had a cure. I wish people's brain tumors had cures like that, where you walk in and you say, "Cure me." Sadly, there's not. There's only several ways that things end up for Jordan. You know what they are. Why not help her? But it's not going to be at the knock of a hotel door. It's not going to be calling a pizza in. It's not going to be calling the cops. It's not going to be calling her ugly, calling her disgusting, calling her any names, because she don't give a shit about that. If she doesn't care enough to put her face in this camera and lie and get exposed every single day because every time she opens her mouth she lies, she's not going to care.
We're not going to tell you anything that you don't already know about Jordan Paul. Jordan Paul has been on this app well over 5 years. She's been scamming and begging the whole time she's been on here. So you're not going to hear anything tonight that you didn't know. She lied about the job. Of course she did. I mean, she's lying about the next one, and she'll lie about the one after that. She's always going to lie about it because she doesn't want to work, and she doesn't have to work because people keep sending her money. And that's plain and simple, right? She's always going to get the money, and she's going to get the money because if people don't back off and stop shaming, calling names, calling her hotel, because she's going to keep getting that sympathy money every fucking time. And y'all don't realize that. Those of us that have been here a long time, we've seen it work. Put out their words, put out what they say, because they can't deny that. If you use awareness in a purpose it was intended to be, it will work. I've seen it work a million times. You cannot keep shaming and name calling and doing all this nonsense, calling the hotel. I was in a live today where people were actively calling her hotel. And for what? What is that going to do? She absolutely used that and got all of the money today, $200. That's crazy. If you use her words, her own words, and post videos and, say that in her chat. You said yesterday that you had a job. Where is your job? Where is your paycheck? That stuff she can't deny because she said it. She's not a victim. She's where she is today because of the choices that she has made, nobody else. Go ahead, Val. Sorry.
No worries. No, anybody needs to jump in. I just wanted to start it off by letting everybody know that there's no reason to come in here and disrupt anything that we're going to talk about tonight. There's no reason to throw jabs. There's no reason, any of that. Because we're in here just talking. We're in here as a council trying to find out how we make things better. We're going to talk about certain people. It's not going to be the people that you expect. But at the end of the day, there's needs to be some kind of resolution into why are you really here doing this? Are you going to be some of the names and the pictures that we show you that we have to extremely tap on so we don't go down? Because the words that they used against people like Lisa Richard and people like Jordan are so vile that I want to know the difference between you and them. I want to know, are you easily manipulated? Are you a friend of hers? Do you give a damn about what's going on? Or do you want to be like these screenshots we're about to pull up where they just want it to end for her and they want a front row seat?
Okay, hold on a second. For everybody in the comments, this isn't really about the shit show or whatever his name is, but that is part of the problem. Showing up to her hotel room and doing all the nonsense, and she's claiming stalking. I mean, she's not wrong. And what is she getting every time with all of that happening? She's getting money every time. So this isn't about what is his name? Shit show? Is that what his platform is called?
I think so.
Okay, it's not really about him, but yeah, that's part of the problem. I was in that fucking live today where they were telling everybody to call the hotel. Why? What is that doing? Because if she gets kicked out of that hotel room, she's just going to beg for more money for something else. And then we're back to square one. So yeah, I mean, if you're pinning comments telling people to call the hotel, pinning the phone number, that's wild.
There are some people that are in the chat, names that I'm seeing, that don't know that Jordan was caught lying about her job. And Blast is going to be able to speak to that with one day she said this, the next she's trying to renege on what she said, but then it goes right back to the people in the chat. Didn't I say that? Didn't y'all hear me say that? Y'all heard me. Y'all heard me say that, right? And then she gets an echo chamber right into her next step into her grave, because people are agreeing with something that they just want to hear her say. If 5 of you would send $10 and 2 of you with 4, we'd have what we need, because they like it. I get that people make satire and they do things, but that's their way of bringing some kind of humor to the rinse, wash, repeat that she does every single day. And she gets the money every single day so she can do what she does to harm herself. And the one without a voice at her side that didn't ask for this kind of quality of life, because that's not a quality of life for either one of them, right? There is some wild shit going on this app, things that I haven't seen and it gets worse and worse and worse. So I don't have any words for it. All I know is that everyone's DMs are open on this panel, and if you have a solution, tell it to us so we can all get together and come up with something to fix it. But I do know this. The fact of the matter is that you guys are so sick and tired of Jordan Paul and so sick and tired of all these beggars and scammers getting their money every single day, and they will get their money every single day because it's what they're going to do. That's all they have, is to put their face in the phone and beg for the money, and they're going to get it every single day. But people like us can slow it down, but we're never going to stop it. But making it hard for them, it has to be with the truth. It has to be with what they say and let them contradict themselves. And Jordan does it every single day the more she talks. And these people who are making these vile comments that you'll see later on will lay down their heads on their pillows and go to sleep and look for the next Jordan Paul, the next Lisa Richard, the next person for them to enable, to watch them crash out. It's like a sick type of energy vampire. When people talk about her looks, she talks about how they body shame me. They talk about I'm too skinny. They talk about this. They talk about that. If they're talking about how her eyes are sunk in and she's gray, facts. Show me she's not. Show me how these things are not affecting her body. Show me how sitting on a phone and begging for 7 hours is not affecting her body negatively. Then look at the pictures of that dog and tell me that that quality of life for that dog is the right thing should be going on. You tell me that that's the same Jordan that y'all saw with headset on and playing games and coming on here in the beginning. How many years ago, Blast?
I mean, it goes back to like 2021. I first came across I'm guessing it was like August of 2023 though, when I first came across her, and she was on live asking for $2,000 because she was telling people that the place was being torn down and so she had to move or whatever. But it was one of I think it was her first eviction actually, and that's why she needed the $2,000 for rent and deposit at the new place.
That's wild. And she's had what? She's had 4 evictions, correct? Within the time that we've actually been watching her. Does anybody have a correct number of that? I'm pretty
I
sure
can
it's 4.
I can prove 4, like 4 that I saw, like that's public records. There's
Right.
4. Some people say 5, but I've only seen like 4 public records.
Yeah, I've only seen 4 myself. Okay, I guess we'll just get right into the comments and the enablers and we'll go from there. You guys are going to see a lot of familiar names. You're going to see a lot of vile comments. Just, like I said, if you're not comfortable watching this kind of thing, now is a great time to probably leave.
Yes. Birdie, if you'll put up 50 Shades. So, being in the awareness community, we've seen all the fighting back and forth, and you did this and you're that. And they get so mad at the beggar and the scammer that you start taking it out on the people that you sit with and the people that are closest to you because there's nobody else to lash out to. So you lash out at each other. And we've seen people that enable, they've always been around. They're just more rampant now. This is 50 Shades of Bitch. You see her everywhere. She used to be more prominent with Kim Peters, Beth Osborne, Matt and Rebel. She was even over in Jordan Paul's whenever she was gaming and still begging. Because make no mistake, even when Jordan says, I wasn't begging whenever I was gaming, bullshit, she was.
Every other word.
So 50 Shades would go into awareness communities. She would be in all the awareness lives talking about the beggars and scammers that she didn't like. And she would be spot on too. She's like, they do this every day. They're on here, they get their money, they lie about everything, and then they're messaging people on the back end. Until one day she came into Digital Deceivers chat. July 11th, 2025. And we ask her, and Berries, if you want to jump in, please let me know because I'm lagging a little bit. We ask her, what do you do this for? Why? Why do you enable? Why do you give monetary gifts and gifts that equal money to somebody like Lisa Richard? Specifically, because at the time, July 11th, 2025 was at the height of everything. She had just lied for her 50 millionth time. She was going to rehab and she needed this money and she needed all of these things. And people were shelling out money. And it was really bad. 50 Shades of Bitch said, I send her money because I want her to end it. It's right there, black and white. So enabling and enablers who are vile and want to watch something so disgusting and that they do not value human life have been around as long as we have. They're just not as prominent. And I hope that the ones that are running around here now are honestly doing it because they think that we're out here to harm somebody, not because they want to be like 50 Shades of Bitch and want to see people end it. She was in an awareness live with over 700 and something people, and she said, I send her money because I want her to end it. She had no shame whatsoever about it. Because she thinks that she's a keyboard warrior and that there will be no ramifications for if somebody dies or ODs like there are every single day by the hundreds. Because she thinks that there's no digital footprint. I promise you there is. And I promise you that her family is going to be so upset and look for people like we do when we want to blame somebody, so we lash out at the person closest to it. Their family members, when they get something too much off the street or something horrible off the street, they're going to be looking at who they can blame other than the person that's not here anymore. And when they start looking at cash apps and they start looking at digital footprints and they start tracing things back because they won't leave the authorities alone because they're turning over financial records, then they're going to come and knock at your door who you think you are an anonymous keyboard warrior. And I promise you that will set a precedent and somebody's going to be held accountable for it. I don't want that to be my 90-year-old grandmother because she just honestly thought that Lisa had a daughter that was murdered or cancer or the boy needed an Easter basket or that they needed to go to the science museum and it was his last wish. So I hope that somebody's 90-year-old grandmother doesn't get held accountable for something that somebody's been doing because somebody wants to get held accountable for something like this. I send her money because I want to see her end it. Or like Jesse Fields, who turned around and gave Lisa Richard money and then got blocked and then told her, I'll give you money and help you if you come back live, because she wanted some entertainment. Because these enablers who are the ones that want to be vile and disgusting and see something horrible online want some entertainment. So I'm wondering, when we talk about the rest of these enablers, are you the enabler that's easily manipulated because you think you're trying to help her? Or are you one of them that want to see some sideshow freak So what is it? Do you want to see something that's out of the ordinary happen on the app that you've never seen before? Some type of freak show thing that happens like they used to have, what was it? Faces of Death or whatever it is that people went crazy for because you couldn't get it, but you had to buy it online because it was some kind of sick pleasure. Is that what it is? Are you easily manipulated and want to help her? Or do you want to see some sick freak show, freak accident happen? Fun Mama TikTok. Fun Mama TikTok runs around this app and she just enables anybody and everybody that she can. But she actually said the words. It's on my main, which is on an account warning because I'm so popular that everyone doesn't like the truth. And we all know about that. Everybody on this panel and those in the chat who make videos and repost knows that when you're speaking the truth, you've got a target on you. So I had to go private. So if you want to see on my account, it is the 2 pinned videos at the top. Request to follow the Denise S. Fallon account. I'll accept you. Please watch it. I'll try to repost it as many times as I can. She said, yeah, I gave money and I'll help Jordan write her obituary.
I think we actually have that. I mean, we could always play it if somebody could play that. Do
Okay.
we not? Birdie, are you prepared for that? No, Adam. It's just gonna be the download from TikTok itself. I can't record with comments tonight. I'm sorry. But it will be on YouTube. Yeah, you're welcome. You know, y'all giving Glory the attention that she's wanting in the chat and feeding this is just not, helping anything. You're gonna have to ignore her and let her listen. She can choose to, do good or keep enabling. That's her decision. She's not going to derail the live because we don't get derailed easily. We've been doing this a long time, so.
Yep.
You can keep talking, you can keep doing whatever you want down there, Glory, but we're not going to stop, and we're going to keep going and keep showing stuff. And if you still choose to sit over there and, enable all of these scammers and beggars, people are just going to keep posting you. And then one day, you're going to get tired of it. And hopefully it's before somebody gets hurt. Are we grabbing that or are we moving on?
I just dropped it. I didn't know if it's 37 seconds long.
Whoa. Did you say that you'd help write JP's obituary?
Yeah, she did say that.
I did say that
You
because
said
someone.
that is so absolutely
Do
disgusting.
you want to know
I'm
why
gonna go ahead
I
and
said that? Are you
Go
going to shut up
ahead
for a
and
second?
justify
Why?
that. I need somebody to shut the
Because
fuck up. I'm
because
the
she
wrong
knew that I was killing her.
Y'all could tap the screen, that would be really great. There's a lot of people in here. Let's get the taps up so we don't go down. That was fun, Mom.
Fun Mom admitted that she would write Jordan's obituary. And she runs around this app and she does it to several others. Most recently, she was in Jerry and Nicole's chat, being a moderator for Jerry and helping him exploit that young girl. Now, everybody has different opinions about what's going on with Jerry and Nicole. I'm so proud of everybody who's reading the room over there and actually seeing what's really going on. Check makeup, I'm getting a call.
I'm sorry, I was trying to read. Adam, you do whatever you have to do. It's fine. I'm good with whatever tonight. I know tonight's going to get a little crazy. People are not going to want to be called out for enabling, and that's fine. We're just going to mute them. If they, keep going or come back, block them. I don't usually block on my platform, but I'm just kind of over all this enabling with Jordan Paul. We are talking about Jordan Paul tonight, but we're mostly going to focus on the enabling part of it and the toxic behavior that's going on, and the reason she's getting money every time. Are you back, Fallon? Birdie, can
Sorry.
you put up Fun Mom's account, please?
And let me know if I need to go grab that, Birdie, but it was the last screenshot in the awareness.
Yeah, there is actually receipts, but they're not awareness people. They are streamers that have sent her money to go live or to be unblocked, but nobody over here has did that. We are awareness. We are not streamers. We don't do any of that. We do awareness. Pretty much that's it.
And guys, the name of her account is just fun_mom_ of TikTok.
Birdie, can you move the screens around so everybody can see that better? I've tried, but I just can't get it to sit right. There you go.
And just a reminder that the videos that you'll see, the people who are speaking to her and asking her, did you say that you would pay for her obituary? Called her out, and she, yeah, I did. And she went on some deflection tour. This is why I did it. Isn't that what all enablers do? This is why I did it, because y'all believe her. This is why I did it, because you did this. This is why I did it. Never once did I hear, I did it because I care about her and I truly want to be able to be the one that is a true friend to her.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty appalled when I heard what she said. And y'all just heard her say it. She actually got up in boxes and went on a, I don't know, I guess kind of like an escapade, after she said that, and, just kept defending it, live after live after live.
And the whole thing was she wasn't even there for Jordan. She was there to enable Sheena and stick up for Sheena while she was over there throwing gifts and money and anything else over to a racist, to somebody who is abusive towards their chat, as long as they're getting money and gifts and their fragments. So she wasn't even there. So the lady who was in the box that called her out, she wasn't even expecting it. And since then, she's everywhere. And she will continue to be, because she has no value on human life. She does not care that it's a brother, sister, cousin, mother, daughter. She doesn't care. Because in the video adjacent to that on my page, which is a lot longer, we can't play it here, her mother passed away and was an addict. And in the very first 5 seconds of the clip, you'll hear her say, and you guys have to tap trigger warning. They said, wait a minute, didn't you say that your mother was an addict and that she passed away from drugs? She's dead now. Yeah, she's dead now. With no emotion whatsoever on her face. So if you've ever lost anybody that you love from drugs, I'm sorry. But she has no emotion whatsoever, because she's just resigned to the fact that if she's going to feel that pain, so should you. Tammy, I'm glad that you're here. One of the reasons why I'm so eager and happy that you came in, Tammy, if you would like to take a box, please do.
Yeah, whoever just muted her, unmute her, please, because she is going to be spoke on tonight.
That was the fake account I muted.
Oh, okay, perfect.
And I'm glad that's a perfect segue. Tammy, there is a fake account out there about you. There's more than one. And tonight, after tonight, there's going to be so much more that pop up that your head's going to spin. But here's what I want everybody to understand. Those of you on the outside, those of you in this chat, and those of you that are watching this on Checkmate's YouTube afterwards. Tammy, you're a liar, and you are an enabler. And if something happens to Jordan, it should be on your head. You are part of that echo chamber when you're in there telling her, I'm so proud of you. I love you, girl. I got your back. You're doing great. What's she doing great for, Tammy? taking people's money, taking people's last $10, taking people's money so she can go out on the street and get something possibly too much or too bad for her. So she can be one of the 288 ODs that people die every day in 1 year? Tammy, I heard you said
Fallon, you need to drop and go out and come back in. You just got violation. Or maybe come back on a different one, I don't know. But you need to drop. Tammy is also the same person that got up in my box in an awareness live and told us all to get jobs, but continues to go over and support scammers and beggars and tell them that they're wonderful people and they're doing a great job and they're doing everything they need to do, but came up in my box and told us to get jobs. Sorry, Fallon. Had to get you out of there before we went down. We go down and we're gonna have to go to Checkmate 3. So we'll give y'all a few minutes to go follow that. It's Checkmate 3.0. Look it up real quick in the search bar. Follow it because if we go down, we will be going over there.
I guess Auburn is always right whenever he said that people don't like the truth. They want to get mad at the truth and lash out at it.
Y'all really need to tap the screen. I mean, y'all are doing a great job so far. Really, I'm so appreciative. But we're going to keep getting violations now. So please, please tap my box.
And Miss Italian, please don't come in here with that BS, with that sanctimonious crap, because you didn't seem to have a problem whenever you hit those two minors and left them for dead in the ditch whenever you took off with the hit and run, and now you're enabling Jeff Gainey. So get the fuck out of here with that. Miss Italian.
I don't know who I just invited to a box, but I do apologize.
If I get a violation, just kick me out, and then I'll come back on the other one. Checkmate. Just don't even, just kick me out. Just don't even tell me, because we'll go down quick if not.
Yeah, we're doing fine now. I mean, that's only like our third or fourth one, but you got one just on you, so we had to.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's keep going.
Tammy, when you told these people you could get away with it, because see, they're busy messaging people, they're busy tagging people, they're busy looking at the entire chat, and they are looking for people that flow in there. Since there's so many, what did Jordan say? There was 200 people in there today. So they are trying to click on names when they're streaming so they can message them, because they can't get in there because she's blocking everybody. They are trying to keep track of who is where, so that way they can message them and let them know that she's been doing this for years. But when Tammy took advantage of that and said, that's not me, that's a fake account. Yes, there is a fake account out there, Tammy, of you. There is going to be more that show up here tonight. But when I went in there, every time you commented some echo chamber bullshit, I'm so proud of you. I love you. I got your back, girl. And every time Jordan would say, didn't I say that? Isn't that true, y'all? And you would mimic whatever it is that she said in support of, and had no clue what was going on. When you did that, I went and personally clicked on your name and clicked on your profile, and every single damn time it was you. Enabler. Liar. So go ahead and tell anybody and everybody that it's not my voice that's on Fallon's page. That's not my voice when you came up and told us all to go get jobs. I have a job. We all do. And we do this on our free time because we don't want to see people pass away from something too bad on the street or too much of it. Because all life is valuable, especially the one at her side that has no voice.
Right, and Tammy, you know, it's not just Jordan Paul. You go into all of the scammers' chats and you just, congratulate them and tell them how wonderful they're doing and, just echo everything that they say. And then come over here and act like you have no idea what's going on. Girl, we've been doing this a while. We're gonna screenshot it every fucking time with your name. So we know which one is fake and we know which one is real. And we got you every fucking time.
So there's no more, Tammy. There's no more. It's a lie. It's not me. Because I have a team member right now. Every time you comment, they screenshot and click on your name to show your exact profile, your exact @. So when you want to lie again, we can go screenshot for screenshot, receipt for receipt. And every time you want to lie and say it's not you, prove it's not you because I can prove it is.
Yeah, that's the one thing about over here. Everything that we say, we're always gonna prove. We will always have a screenshot to back up everything.
So if you'd like to take a box like you did in April on Checkmate's platform, by all means, please do, because I don't ever want it to be that we're stifling anything that you have to say.
So Tammy, you're more than welcome to come up in a box. You weren't afraid to come up in the box the last time and tell us all to get jobs, because we were talking about somebody that you enable. So come up now. I mean, there's 1.1K people in here. Tell them. Tell them why you do this. Tell them why you go in these chats. Tell them why you enable them. We'll wait.
Hello?
Oh, that's the good Tammy.
You guys keep messing with me. I am not that Tammy up in that picture.
No, that's the good Tammy.
This is
Well, you got people in your damn here tapping shit, telling me I'm a fucking liar and shit. These people need glasses.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Well, now you're up here.
Tammy.
And this is the good Tammy, y'all.
I'm getting pissed, dude. I
I'm glad
can't
you
stand
came
that
up.
bitch. That ain't me. I'd never send her a dime.
All right. Well,
Not
everybody
this
knows
Tammy,
this.
y'all.
It's not this Tammy. Thank you
So
for coming
please,
up, Tammy.
people, read Tammy 313 Detroit. I ain't that Tammy up there. Look at my picture. I'm cuter than her. God.
Yeah, you are cute, Tammy.
I'm
definitely
62, but I'm cute. Okay, I'm thinking you guys are yelling at me and it ain't me.
No, not at all.
Definitely not you.
Thank you, hon. That's okay. I just didn't want to be blocked and kicked out of the room because
Nope.
trust me, I can't stand her.
Not at all,
we
Tammy.
know the difference. I think maybe people in the chat are confused, but we absolutely know the difference.
Okay, I just wish they would pay attention to the Tammy 313 Detroit. Cool. I ain't that dumb Tammy.
No, it's this Tammy right here. Tammy _1964. Thanks for coming
Okay,
up.
okay, but wait a second. Why is she saying that people are making face accounts of her and putting her face on them?
They are taking a screenshot.
Yeah, I mean,
of
they
her
are.
profile.
Yeah, but is she in there or is she not? I'm confused.
Yeah, she is. She is.
Oh.
Yeah, there are people that are
okay.
making fake accounts of Tammy.
Oh,
But-
okay. Which she is Team Jordan.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to clarify that. Okay, thanks, guys. Love you
You're
all.
welcome. Love you, Tammy.
Okay, bye. Can you drop me because I don't know how to do this stuff.
I got you.
Okay, thanks, son.
You're welcome. I've actually invited Tammy to a box twice now. Tammy, are you going to accept my invitation? I hope Jordan is in here listening, and I hope tomorrow that she doesn't get all of the money. That's my wish for her.
And Tammy, I just want you to understand, though, is that, Hope and other team members that are helping us be stronger and better. When I'm not available to go in there and screenshot and click on your unique @ which you cannot imitate to prove that it's you, they do the right thing. They go in, they click on your name, and the unique @ comes up. Tammy _1964. That's you. So you can say all day long, it's not me, it's a fake account. Yes, there is a fake account out there of you, and there will be more that pop up by the end of this broadcast. But you are lying. You are an enabler. And I hope that Jordan, based off your enabling of telling people, please help her, that she doesn't get something off the street that is detrimental to her body and she doesn't wake up from it. And then the little guy that's down by her feet, that is her faithful companion that doesn't have a voice, starves to death because he couldn't eat because she's passed out and gone off something that you helped get. Because make no mistake, even though you only gave her money a couple of times, you're helping her get money when you message in the chat and you say, please help her.
But y'all notice that Tammy's not giving up any money, right? I mean, I'm just saying. I would rather Tammy give her the money than some little old lady that has $10 left for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
Or some single mom that's barely surviving. Or a single dad. Any of that.
And guys, and I don't want you to think that we're in here like harping on enablers because we want them to stop giving their money. I want you to stop giving your money because I think life is valuable. Everybody on this panel and most of the people in this chat care about human life. Her life is precious. She is a horrible human. She lies every time she opens her mouth. But she shouldn't have to be fatal for it. She has a vice, but she could be an extreme success story. But she has to do it. And wouldn't you want to be part of the help instead of helping her one step in the grave? All of you that are tagging videos, reposting, making videos, streaming, clicking on names and sending us information, thank you. Because she didn't get that money in an hour. There are going to be people out there, and you know the names that I'm talking about, that will go in and give her the money right off the bat because they want and think that they are winning. But are they really? It's a sad day when we think that that's winning, giving somebody like Jordan money when she is struggling with a vice already. And there's such horrible stuff there on the street. So where'd you go, Tammy? I think the thing that upset me the most about you, Tammy, is we would have just had a conversation had you stayed in the box instead of dropping out. Or just had a conversation had you not lied and said, that's not me. I'm just in there to get information. You're no different than 50 Shades of Bitch, Fun Mom of TikTok. And I wish that you would have taken a box because you could have cleared this up much easier instead of running around lying about enabling.
She's not going to clear up. She can't clear up anything. It's all in black and white. There's nothing to clear up. I just honestly want to know why. Why do you continue to go into these chats and tell everybody to send money? Help her. She needs help. She needs this. She needs that. What she needs to do is get a fucking job. That's what she needs to do. She needs to get off her ass and get a fucking job. And stop lying about having a job. Because, girl, the gig is up. Everybody knows. You don't have a fucking job. Stop fucking lying and saying you do. Because if you had a job, you wouldn't be here every fucking day asking for money. So, yeah, get a job. Get another job if that's not enough. Get off your ass. Get out of that fucking hotel room and get a fucking job. Because that's what you need to do. All this time you're spending on fucking TikTok begging for everybody to send you fucking money for your room is time wasted, girl. You could be out fucking pounding the fucking streets and putting in applications. Real applications. So get off your ass, get up out that fucking hotel room, and get a fucking job. Just like the rest of us.
Tammy said, the way y'all are talking to me like that, I would never get in a box for you to talk to me that way. Tammy, you remember what you said on April 24th when you got up in a box and nobody spoke to you at all? What's the difference? See, there you go again, Tammy. You're lying. Do you lie in everyday settings or just on the internet because you think nobody knows who you are? Which is it? Because, Tammy, the fact is, no one said anything to you April 24th. Everybody was getting along in the chat. We were bringing facts. We were talking about a convicted registered SO. And you came up and disrupted an awareness live on a convicted RSO, Ty Verbo, with your bullshit. So what's the difference now? You came up, you screamed and yelled in the chat on April 24th, but you don't want to come up now. Is it just easier to run around here and lie when people ask you questions?
Tammy can lie and say that she was never in a box, but we have it recorded. There's actually a video out on it. I think, didn't you put it out, Fallon?
I did. It's on my page.
On this account. The video is on this account when she got up in the fucking box and told us all to get jobs. But then goes over to Jordan's chat or whoever else's chat she fucking goes into and she tells everybody to help them. They need help. Poor, pathetic Jordan Paul, who is sitting on her ass on a live begging people for money. Poor Jordan.
So I ask for the final time, Tammy, before we move on. I don't want you to say that you didn't have the opportunity or that you didn't have the chance to come up in a box like you did on April 24th, which there is a live recording that lives on YouTube and on my page where you came up in a box while we were having an awareness live and speaking facts about two different entities, one from earlier and then right in the crucial moment of a registered SO, Ty Verbo, and you interrupted with your vileness. Now, for those that are educated and very well spoken and smart enough to be able to go over to my page and watch the video for themselves or go to YouTube and find it, my hat's off to you. For those of you who want to sit in the chat and play dumb, stay dumb. Because, again, there's no help for you. You want to see a freak show happen on the internet so you can say you were part of it. And when that freak show thing happens, whatever it is, car crash, drug overdose, someone's actual unaliving, then you can say that you were part of that. But I hope it haunts you because we're not over here for that.
Let's pull a screenshot of that, please. Birdie, do you have that?
She's been
or
shown.
can we go get that? She was in a box. We can prove it. I mean, there's no reason we can't prove it. She was in a box. It's on YouTube. There's a video of it on Fallon's page. So she can say whatever she wants. She was in a box. She was talking. It's right there. Screenshot this. Blow it up. And she's right there. On the bottom. In the right-hand corner.
Do is sleep all day and eat all day. And sit on the couch all day. Why don't you just get a job and go to work? You guys are so lazy. All you do is sleep all day.
So that is what Tammy said to us that day in that live. So Tammy, please tell me again how you were not in a fucking box. That's not your voice. Okay.
Oh, dear God.
Girl, are you good down there? Because what the fuck are you talking about? That's not your voice. Girl, it was your fucking account. Did somebody steal your phone and run out to the street? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I fucking seriously cannot deal.
I mean, Tammy,
Like,
just come up
what?
and tell us to go fuck ourselves, and then we can hear your voice and you can so easily prove it. Or while you're up here, we can cycle through all the screenshots of every single comment that you've made that I can show a screenshot where your unique @ is coming from. Which one would you choose? Liar. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
I sure can.
And
That's
baby
really all
doll,
you need
that
to
was
say.
not my voice. I'm a good Southern girl, and that was not my voice. Thank you very much. I don't know how these people keep making fake accounts and bullying everywhere and doing whatever they're doing, but that's not me.
Tammy, do you realize when you got in that box, it was your main account? Like, girl, are you good?
You can't make
Girl,
this
are
shit
you
up.
good?
I'm clearly I'm good. It was my live. I remember it. We screenshotted it. Nobody on this app can have the same username. It's unique to each and every person.
Yeah,
They
no
can change
shit.
a letter, they can change something in it, but it cannot be duplicated.
Play that voice again. I want people to hear the difference.
Okay, girl, I got you. Hold on 1 second.
All you do is sleep all day and eat all day and sit on the couch all day. Why don't you just get a job and go to work? You guys are so lazy. All you
Like, you can't tell me that sounds like me. And if you do, you're dumb as shit.
Lord have mercy.
Oh my God. I thought I had
That
seen
person
it.
has a northern accent, which I do not have. And if y'all can't realize that difference, y'all are in a world of hurt.
Tell us to go get a job, Tammy.
Go get a job, darling.
Okay, Tammy. Well, I
But
don't know.
surely to God, you know that's not that voice. That is not my voice.
Tammy.
Tammy, say it sweet.
So did somebody grab your phone and run out to the street with it, with your account, or did you give somebody access to your account?
No,
Because
darling.
that was
No,
your
darling.
account.
No, darling, I did not. And that is not me. You know that had a northern accent. At least admit it's got a northern accent.
Tammy, it sounds like Tammy. It sounds like you, Tammy.
No, darling, it does not.
Okay.
Hey, I was born and raised in Georgia, and I can talk like this all damn day.
So you're admitting it does sound like it's got a northern accent. Y'all think now I just made
Yeah, it
a
does.
northern
But
accent.
let me just play devil's
Thank you,
advocate
Jesus.
here.
See,
Is there
somebody admitted it.
is there a space in between that underscore and 1964?
No.
Okay, then it's you. Fuck.
That is somebody with a northern accent, of
Tammy,
which I do not have.
this screenshot was from that live. Is this your at? Tammy underscore 1964.
Yes, ma'am, that is me.
That was you in the fucking box.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to argue with you because I'm telling
I'm not
you.
either. I came up here to prove a point, which
Well,
I did do.
my point's proven better because guess what? It's in fucking black and white, lady. I'm sorry. You're an enabler through and through. I really have no use for you being up here. If you're not going to tell us why you do it, you know, or anything like that, get the hell out of here. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't argue with people that are just going to blatantly lie.
Wow. I will finish up with Tammy by saying this is the reason why we have such strong team members who, when they see a name that they tap on the name, and they get the unique at, and they send it over with the beggar's name, the scammer, the one exhibiting bad behavior, with the screenshot of the comment and the unique at. That way there's no doubts whatsoever.
Which is absolutely why we always screenshot the username when we screenshot something. So we absolutely know if it's them or a fake account. And dear, this was absolutely your account. This was your username in that box.
Did anybody see Dysfunctional Mama come in?
I haven't, but the chat's really flying by.
Okay. Berries, if you want to go ahead and cover, and that way maybe give her some time and let me share it to her.
I mean, I have tagged her repeatedly in the stuff that I have. I have even gotten, like, when she'll say something in Jordan's live, I will jump over to her account and say, we all have lives. We are hoping that Jordan keeps hers and stuff like that. And of course, when I go back over there, it will say there's no comments, but you know how you can, if they delete a comment, you can go to make another comment and then all of a sudden you can read all of your comments. I have said so many things to her and been polite, and it's like she's drowning in denial. And I think that's what a lot of these people who just choose not to see it and stay willfully ignorant is, because Jordan plays on this bullying and stalking narrative so hard, and some of these women can probably relate. That's why they're sticking around. But yeah, I have not messaged her, but I have tagged her numerous times. And I really just, I don't know if some people just don't know how to work TikTok and can't tell if they've been tagged in something. But, I mean, my pinned videos say it all. I mean, I've got one, and that's, some of the people that are in here, a couple of certain people. Why don't y'all explain to me why Jordan used to fake flat tires? She used to Google flat tires. She did it twice. One time she did it. It wasn't even her make a car, and she had to delete it real fast and make another one. Y'all explain that shit to me.
That was so funny.
I was gagging. It was so funny, but explain that to me. Y'all explain to me why she's faking tires. I mean, the writing is on the wall, and everybody just chooses not to accept that. And I don't get it. And y'all can all, we defend her because she's being bullied. We defend her because she's being stalked. I get that, but that doesn't take away the fact that she is in active addiction and lying for money and has been doing so for 5 years. And now she's using stalker sympathy. That's making her bank.
I mean, the girl even came live one day and said her brake pad fell off of her fucking car.
Yeah.
Like, they don't just fall off. Like, seriously, y'all, I can't with this girl.
And one time, I think she said her tire blew and she went in a ditch. I didn't see no dents on that car. And she ain't got the money to get it fixed. Because, when you have insurance, you have to meet a deductible usually. But, actually, I don't know if do we have an agenda here, but I would like to put up, the screenshots that I sent of that Momo girl that I was talking to.
No, Berries, please cover your segment, please.
Okay.
So, once again, some of you guys are going to be triggered by this. I'm just going to throw this out there. Some of you guys even support this person. I hope you change your mind after this.
Because when I keep saying stalker sympathy, this is what I'm talking about.
And this is exactly why this person donated.
Now, I hope y'all, I don't know if some of y'all are going your DMs now and the responses get flipped because what I say should actually be below where she says, do y'all have a plan? And then I say, no, if she accepts rehab, we have people that can help get her in a place. Yeah, TikTok been tripping lately in the DMs. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, this, like, her response is supposed to be up below, up in there somewhere. But if you read it, she says, after the crap shit show is done, he's the reason I decided to help her. Okay? Y'all can all read that. And I do not condone what he does. And y'all can run and tell him that. I do not care.
Well, the fact of the matter is this person sent Jordan Paul money because she felt sorry for her, because she felt like she was being bullied, harassed, stalked. That's why she sent her money. Black and white. There was no other reason. That's exactly why she sent it. So people can say whatever they want, but that kind of behavior is absolutely getting her money. No, it's not an excuse, because she's not the only one. Is there any more berries?
Not really. That's pretty much it. Because, I mean, she just didn't want to listen to what I was trying to say about, regardless of what you're giving her money for, you're still giving money to an addict. And, you know, I told her I refused to talk. I'm not coming back to answer, and I just left her on red. So,
Yeah, I completely understand that she will continue with this narrative, but if she doesn't have any fuel for it, then it's valid. It's not valid, right? As long as she has fuel for it and people are actively seeing it, that's when it works. That's when she's going to be able to use it. Because people could very easily go in her chat and tell her that this is not happening and she's making it up. But you can't do that right now because it is happening.
he may have not been the one to, the person that, you know, was at her hotel, whatever. He went and served her once, and because he didn't get it on recording, he did it twice. That's why he's got a temporary restraining order. And he went and took her dog food or whatever. Okay, that's what Jordan is talking about. We're not talking about the guy who went there on his own accord. I agree, Miss Jackson. He served her. He says he served her, and then because he didn't record it because he was nervous, he went back and did it again to record it to prove to everybody. And there was the sensational, as everybody just loved it. Oh, look, there's Jordan at the door. Y'all don't see it. I don't understand it. Because people love that kind of shit. It's sensationalism. Yeah, it's weird. But I didn't say he did anything to her. But he went twice and, you know. Okay, he was never served it, but she got it. But
Yeah,
that's
I'm
all
gonna
I've
be
got to say
honest.
about that. I'm
I
not
don't.
making this about shit show. We're making
Yeah,
this is about Jordan.
I don't really know him, anything about him. I've been shared numerous videos, but I've only been in his live once, and that was today that I can remember. We're just trying to show you that this person said this is why they sent money.
Please.
So, you know, take it for what you want, but this is exactly why they said they sent the money.
So even if there is a sliver of credibility to any of that, if she can use any piece of information and bend it just a little bit to fit a narrative, that is what is done. If we knew,
Okay, I'm sorry, Fallon. Hold on. Adventures of Ash and Carrie. This is a way to stop some of this stuff. Because if people stop being so fucking vile in her chat, she won't get the money off of sympathy. That's the fucking point of it. Going in there talking about her grandmother or this or that or, bullying her, shaming her. And she's using that to get money. You guys are giving her, whoever, not you guys, but people are giving her the fuel to win. And she's using it every fucking time. If you use her own words against her, then what? Well, how can she deny that? She can't. She's getting sympathy money. So yes, in our opinion, my opinion, if that stuff stops, she doesn't have any fuel for it. She can't say, look at them. Look at you. Go back to your leader. Look what they're doing. They're shaming my grandma. They're doing this. They're doing that. Because it's fucking happening. It's happening every single day. We are trying to show what her enablers are saying and doing, and other people that are using the umbrella of awareness, and she's using it to get money. I'm sorry, Fallon, please continue.
no, Barry's segment.
That's pretty much it for me. Y'all gonna get me fired up, and I'll get banned. But this was it. I mean, this is the person that I talked to the most that just didn't want to hear what I had to say.
Well, Momo is here, and the chat is moving so quickly that I missed it. Momo, thank you for coming over. I appreciate it. I don't want people to think that this is some type of call out for you did this, you did that, you did this. The thing is that something happened to be able for Jordan to latch onto it and spin it however she wants to do it and manipulate the people who don't know her, who don't know the story, who don't know her past, who don't know to type her name in at the top of the TikTok search bar or any search function whatsoever and see the long history of years of taking advantage of kind-hearted people that Jordan has done for her vices. That's it. Nobody's sitting up here saying you are a piece of shit human and you should do it our way and not your way. Any of that. Nobody's saying any of that because the thing is that we haven't sunk our teeth into it and done more research into everything that's happened because nobody from this panel or most of the people in this chat are ever going to sit up here and say something about somebody without doing our own research. And we don't have any research in depth to be able to say, you did this and you need to answer for it. Besides, that's not what we do. What we do is come and bring you guys the information and you make up your own mind. We're not ever going to tell you guys you do this or else. Ever. There's no reason. You pay your phone bills. You do this. And after all, if something happens and she does not breathe the next day, you'll be held accountable for it. It's not a threat. I don't ever want anybody to take, oh, you're threatening me. No. I think her life is precious. I think everyone's life is valuable. And I think she's going to have a hell of a story if she ever gets clean so she can tell you, man, I used to be a horrible person, but I'm going to make up for all of that. And I'm sorry. Because there are people that I have met on this app have told me, man, if I had TikTok back in my day of vice, I wouldn't be here any longer. And that's powerful because some of these people that I talk to in DMs are the best people that I could have ever crossed paths with. Thank you, TikTok. But at the same time, you guys are the reason that awareness is going to be what it's going to be tomorrow. So you have to decide, do you want to be part of awareness where you are telling people the truth and what's happening to value life, or do you want to be part of the ones that sit and watch for a freak show thing to happen? Because I can tell you another name that does want to be part of the freak show thing that happens. His name's Timothy. He said that he was going to do stuff to kids.
Once
Trigger
again,
warning.
y'all, trigger warning. If you're not comfortable with this kind of thing, please leave the live. Because this one is really bad.
Berries, did you want to cover? No. Okay.
She may not be close to her phone, and that's fine.
So Timothy was messaged, and Timothy is one of those people that wants to see some freak show accident.
Oh crap! I didn't realize. I thought I had unmuted myself.
Oh, shoot.
I'll let you take over.
I'm over here. Blah 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 blah.
We'll switch the screenshots back. We're just giving screen name for right now, which is probably not their main account because they don't have, hardly any followers or
It was
following.
sent to me. It was sent to several people. A couple of people have it posted, but
Right.
This is where Jordan says, "My people don't do stuff like that." When she asks for validation, does my chat mess with people? Here you go, right here.
So in the bottom, for those of you that cannot read it, it says, "I'll scalp your kids and make you watch."
And that's not even the worst.
That's what it says. It says, "I will scalp your kids and make you watch." That is what Timothy had to say.
So that comes the question with the people who are trying to help Jordan and trying to help her do all these things and get her next fix. Do you care about Jordan because you care about Jordan? Or do you care about watching the freak show? Do you want some freak show thing to happen so you can say you were part of it? It's a very thin line here because I really want to know.
For people asking in the chat, this is somebody that is in Jordan's chat a lot, talking her up, being nice, sending gifts.
Timothy Hartzell is the name. And he throws gifts that equal money on the app. But when people message him, he's vile and threatening against people's kids.
All in the name of Jordan Paul. Remember that. He supports Jordan Paul.
Now, I will tell you, I have not done any research into some of the people names that you guys normally say. Oh, they're huge enablers. They're this, they're that. We haven't done deep dives. And because Timothy clearly doesn't care about Jordan. 50 Shades doesn't care about Jordan. Fun Mom of TikTok doesn't care about Jordan. Tammy doesn't care about Jordan. The others, it still remains to be seen, right? When she just showed a screenshot of Momo, Momo did it because she was worried, right? Is that what I gathered? But because there was some reasonable doubt there that Jordan just might be telling the truth and she can twist it just the way she wants, she gets money. And once again, she's going to always get the money. We can't stop it. We can slow it down. But the only way we can really, truly slow it down is by being ethical and put the truth out there and give them the tools, because we can't tell anybody what to do. You cannot tell people who want to give their money away or to watch a freak show what they can do with their money. Because sometimes they message you back and they say, what is it of your business? It's not my business. If you want to give your money away, please do. Just know that she's been doing this for years. She has a really bad habit, and she has a little fella down by her feet that's her fur baby that she says she loves, but doesn't see the daylight, doesn't breathe the fresh air. And he looks like he's on his last leg too. And one has already been put down. Let them see the truth. And then if they continue to do it, let them do it. You can lay your head on your pillow at night and know that you at least tried. Because everybody over here is doing this on their free time. We don't get paid for this. It's not fun. We don't have cocktail parties and get together and kick it at some pool party. This is work. And it sounds dumb to say. It sounds so damn dumb to sit back and be like, man, I hope we did a good thing today. Because the reality of it is we're going to wake up in the morning. We're going to do it all over again when we have a break. Because I give a damn about these little ladies. The panel, the people in the chat give a damn about people who are giving their money who could possibly use it, because groceries are about to become astronomical. Gas is astronomical. So the names are all the same. They're going to always be the same. So focus on the ones that you can get to and show them the truth. And they're going to be like, man, I don't want to have no part of that. Her life is valuable. I had a family member or somebody from college that was a friend of mine that's no longer here because they got something bad off the street. 288 people a day die from an OD in 1 year. So I hope that's not your brother or your sister or your cousin or your aunt. And if it was, I'm sorry. But I don't want that on my heart at all. So if we can come on here and we can make videos with their words, if we can stream them so people can see the ats of the people making the comments, and we can hover over their name and show them so the people who are in the chat watching what they need to see and make it entertaining, so we can message them and give them the tools to make a good decision, then that's what we're going to do. But we're not out here to harm anybody, because I promise you, I'm not out here to hurt anybody. Neither are any of the people that I enjoy doing this with. And when it becomes toxic, it's time to hang it up. Like Checkmate said earlier in the broadcast, if you start to hate the people that you are streaming, turn it off, walk away. Then you're no longer here to help, right? Isn't that what we're all here for?
Yeah, once you feel that into hate and you start hating these people, then you start doing things that you're probably not going to be proud of. You're going to start saying things that you're not going to be proud of. And that's probably a place that you don't want to get to. You don't want to stop helping people. At least that's why I'm here. You know, other people may have different reasons for being here, but this is why I'm here. Because I don't want to see the little old lady give her last $5. Because I've seen that happen too many times on this app. I've seen the single mom give her last $10 and then cry because she doesn't know how she's going to buy food for her kids because she felt bad for this person or that person. So when you see the vile things people are doing, say something. Say something. That way it stops. That way she can't use that in her chat and say, look, you see what they're saying about my grandma? Do you see what they're saying? They're calling the hotel room. They're calling, whatever, her job, her fake job, whatever. the thing may be. She can't use that anymore because it's not happening. And we can prove it's not happening. But right now we can't do that. She's manipulating people because people are actually doing these things in her chat, and she's using it, and she's going to continue to use it every single time. But when you start posting her words and you start using her words against her, what is she going to do then? She can't say, oh, look, they're bullying me. You see what they posted? Well, Jordan, you said it. You're the one that said it. You're the one that did it. So if you don't want people to see that side of you, then don't be that person. You don't like your reflection? Don't say it. Don't do it. Because people hate their own reflection, especially when they have ugly hearts.
Facts. Checkmate spoke a little bit on the job blast. Did you want to talk on the discrepancies with the job so we can put that out there for those that did not hear it?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Blast. We just been up here rambling away.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. With the whole job thing, I mean, everyone knows. I mean, I would think most people in here know that it's a lie or whatever. But it goes back to, I believe it was the 24th or 25th of February. That's when she was having the interview for these two jobs. I think it was the 25th and 26th. And then she originally said that the first job, the one that was going to pay her $18.50, she was going to start that on Monday, March 2nd, but that class got filled, so it had to be pushed back to the 23rd. That was the day she was going to start the game-changing jobs. All of this, I may put a video together tomorrow, and if she's live, put it on, but I don't know. We'll see if I have time to edit a video. But basically, she said 23rd, she was starting this one job, $18.50 an hour, but she really wanted this $19 an hour job, which started on the 9th of April. Then the 9th of April comes around, blah, 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 and people asked about it, but she kind of ignored it. But then on, I believe it was a stream on May 2nd, she said that, as you know, I worked the other job. I only got paid one day. And then, I'm paraphrasing right now, but I started that other job and I had to I got paid for one day and I gave the person gas money to give me a ride to work. And then now recently she's talking about that job now was supposed to start on the 4th, but now it's going to start Monday. And basically what she's doing is, it's like, kick the can. She's just kicking the can further down. She did that with school. When that got her through February to March, that's when she switched over to these job things. And now she's been playing this job thing. And now that the room is like $200 a night because of the festival in town, suddenly she's starting this job, which she already said she started on the 9th. And she said that on her May 2nd stream, that she already started that job. And again, it's about kicking the can because now she's going to, I can't wait till Monday. But she even said, but it's not like I'm going to get paid right away. So already she's putting it, that's another 2 weeks that it's pushing it back. But the bottom line is, at the end of the day, even if any of this were slightly true, you'd have paychecks. Whether, you were just working that $18.50 an hour job, 50 cents more an hour or whatever is not going to be like, all of a sudden you can pay for hotel rooms and stuff. It's just nothing, and it can all be proven, and it will be proven. I believe on Clippy, she has that, or he, I'm not even sure. Sorry for misgendering you, Clippy, whatever you go by. They have that on their page, showing the discrepancy in what Jordan says and stuff like that. Everything she says, it can be disproven. The things that people ask, like, we can't. The things we can't prove are the things that she says that aren't true. Like, there's no way for us to prove there's not a dog. Like, we know Rick's not there because he was in every live stream. Like, if you used to watch her live streams, he was in her face every freaking live stream. There's no way you're going to be, what do you call it? There's no way. What was I talking about? Sorry, I was reading something. Someone sent me a message. There's no way that that dog is going to be going from being in your face every live to now where he's just laying silently on the bed. I mean, it's just nonsensical. There's no factuality in any of that. And then the other thing I want to touch on quick with Jordan, all right, it's the dog, the jobs, the school. But yeah, I mean, it's just everything is recycled. With watching her, everything's recycled. She's just going to recycle her stories, and that's what she's doing right now. She's just recycling now the job thing just to get her through a couple more weeks and stuff like that. And also, I know I'm taking the bait, and I don't want to take the bait, but I'm going to take the bait. With Glory, with Shayla, I'm to the point where I think they're trolling almost at this point, because it's like you're not that dense. There's no way. Oh, they're bullying. It's like, Glory, you have a bunch of bullying shit on your page. Don't talk about bullying if you're going to bully others. Shayla, she's another one that she'll say things that are not nice to people. It's Arkansas, whatever the names. They are bullies. Like, if you watch their chat, if you listen to Jordan, they are not nice people. So, like, just stop trying to gaslight us. I mean, and that's why I think it's just, to me, it's just like fucking trolling at this point, because they'll never take a box. I mean, Shayla may, but Glory will never take a box, which makes me think that if someone has an issue with certain people in quote unquote the awareness community, and that's who they're really focused on, because especially tonight, they want to talk about that. Like, instead of focusing on the information that was being provided, they're like, what about this person? What about this person? It's like they're trying to divert the attention from what this was about and stuff like that. So yeah, that's really all I have. I wasn't too much prepared for this. I'm just going, off whatever. So sorry.
No, we absolutely appreciate you coming up here and helping us out tonight.
And I hope you'll continue to jump in.
Yeah, actually, I don't think Glory gives two shits about Jordan. Her vendetta is awareness.
For sure. I mean, we've seen it many times where people will give just to spite awareness, right? See, here's the thing about us, though. We don't give a shit. Give your money. Give them all. Take out a fucking credit card and give it to them. I really don't care. What I care about is the little old lady, the single mom, the people that scroll in and don't know her and they feel bad for her. That's who I care about. So yeah, if you want to enable her, take out a fucking credit card, give it to her, pay the monthly payment for her. Make sure you give her more than one though, because one's going to run out really quick. So who I care about is those little people that, just scroll in there and they see all of this stuff and they feel bad for her. And she's crying because she's only got 20 more minutes, y'all. So if 8 people could send 10 and one could send 5, that would be it right there, right? They hear that and they see her crying and they feel bad for her because, people are human and they have sympathy. And they empathize with her because they've been there where she is. Those are the people I care about. The ones that keep giving her money, fucking give it to her. Give it all to her. Drain your bank account. Give her your paycheck. Because you know what? That saves the little person going in there. The single mom that needs to buy diapers. It saves them. So give it to her. Give it all to her. Because Jordan's going to continue being the hateful, mean-spirited person she is, that she's always been.
Well, that's what I told Maggie's mod, not easily broken. I went in her DMs and said, come on, Jordan's begging, pay up. You know what she's about. You know who she is. Give it up. She blocked me.
Yeah, so, give it to him.
And another thing, like, and I said this in the past, it's like people have to like stop thinking, from the heart. You have to think with your brain. No hotel is going to let you stay till almost 3 o'clock when housekeeping is leaving to save you a room. Like, just think if she's begging at 2 o'clock for the room that she was supposed to be at 11 o'clock, housekeeping is leaving by 4 o'clock, so that room's not going to get cleaned. If someone wanted to check in there, like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I'm tired of people. You got to use your freaking brain. Stop thinking with your heart. Think with your brain. God give you the brain to think.
Right,
Sorry.
because honestly, if you really think that these people are in hard times, do you really think that they're going to be on TikTok begging for money? They would really be out pounding the streets trying to find a fucking job, trying to make their lives better. Because of the choices they've made, they're in these situations. It has nothing to do with you, me, or anybody else. This is what they did. This is the life they chose. And they can make it better. They only have to get up and go get a job. And this is not it. So I really hope that we reached a huge amount of people tonight, and that you guys take our words and use them tomorrow when she goes live, or tonight, anytime she goes live. Use her words against her. Say things that she has said. Ask her where her check is. She's supposedly been working for 2 months. Where's the check at, Jordy? Why can you not provide anything for yourself? Where's the check? Where's your school funding? You're supposed to be going to school. Where's all that? Use that stuff against her. Use her words against her. I mean, she should have had, what, 8 paychecks by now?
If y'all notice, I mean, we all know, but if you notice, when people say, why aren't my comments coming through, and she flips out, they're asking about her job. They're asking about her paycheck. They're asking about the dogs. They're asking legitimate questions, but they don't go through because, like she says, I've got whole sentences filtered. Hello.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You keep commenting that stuff. You can only block 10,000 people on TikTok. Once she hits that limit, she can no longer block people. And then she can't block the truth anymore. But the truth is what's going to get her, to stop doing this. So say the truth. Put the truth out there. Say it in her chat. And if she blocks you, that's fine. Make another account and go back in. It takes 3 seconds to make an account. You can go on Gmail and you can make an account super fast. And any random account. Just go in there and do it. Keep letting her block you and go back. Once she hits 10,000, she can no longer block anybody. And then what's she going to do? When the truth will keep getting put out there.
Well, she can unblock people, though, can't she? Won't that kind of... Because people are saying that they come in and they say, I'm unblocked now.
Hey, host and chat. It's something I wanted to add to it. I don't think people think about the points that she is accruing to where she can get the free nights, and the days that she may use the free nights, use the points for the free nights, and still come on and collect the cash. Because I know she's accumulating the free points for the free night stays. I think that's one thing people should start asking her about.
See, she used to bring that up when she was in the hotel before Jay's mom's place. And before the so-called sister.
That's a great point.
But she doesn't talk about it anymore.
Right. She has to, recycle everything over and over and over again. Just like the tires and the school and the job and the day her brakes fell off of her car just randomly while she was driving down the road.
Supposedly this car is still in the shop. We all know that's a big lie, that the car's been repoed. How many times did she get on here and get hundreds, if not probably thousands of dollars to get the unalive switch, as she would call it? reactivated, to get the car reactivated. Thousands and thousands of dollars. All that money's gone. For what?
Oh, that girl dropped. I thank you for so much for coming up. I
That was
wish
a
you would
great
have
point.
stayed.
Yes, thank you, exposing. That was a great point.
I didn't even catch her name. What was it?
Exposing
Exposing.
the
Perfect.
truth. Exposing the truth.
Hello, Ash Cole. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I wish she would have stayed up. I don't know who she is, but she had great points.
She has great videos. Everyone, I hope exposing, if you can comment an emoji or something so people can follow you so they can repost your videos. She has her account and then her backup. If you would repost, share the hell out of it.
Or she can come back up in a box so people can follow her. That would be great. I don't know if she's still in here.
Thank you, Miss Jan. Perfect. Exposing _ 24.7. She has excellent videos on her page.
And I'm sorry, I didn't even see the box request. Mods, you know, you can let people up now. I don't know who all's requesting, but yeah. Is she still in here though? Does anybody know? I don't see her. Well, if y'all got a chance to follow her, if not, look her up, please, and follow her. They say she does great awareness. I haven't come across her, but I will definitely believe my people.
Yeah, that was an excellent point she brought up.
You can shut down any Cash Apps, PayPals, anything by reporting them. You can report any Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. It can all be reported. Exposing scammers is her account. Perfect. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, you're right. Going into our chat will definitely take her out to the FYP, but there's so many people streaming her and everything that she's already there. So if you go in there and, you know, point out the facts, there's no check still. There's still, you know, no school going on. All of the stuff that she said that she has going on in her life is not happening. Does anybody have anything else?
Bertie, will you put up the picture from the car again, please?
I'm sorry, Michelle, what was your question? We can't pin when there's people in the boxes and the chat's going really fast. If anybody sees Michelle's question, could you please, even if you could spam it, Michelle, I'm so sorry. Can you play the video of job dates? Penny Fairy's actually going to make a video, I think he said, and put it out there. But there is already videos out there. There's a video on, what is it, Clippy?
Clippy, yes.
CLIPPY. Yeah, Penny Fairy's a good dude. He's been around a long time.
So this is from August of 2025. So you've seen the decline in Jordan over the period of time. And I think when we continue to open boxes and speak, and Bertie, you know, cycles through some of those pictures that you'll see from back in the day to current, the changes in Jordan. I want you guys to remember that as much of a change as she has, think about the dog that's at her side, her faithful companion with no voice. So one is already gone. Now she's down to one dog in that hotel room. What kind of quality of life is this for either of them? She can tell you all day long, this is the build of the dog. This is the way it should look. Should I be able to count the vertebra? down this little dog's spine?
I also think it's kind of important that people know that. Do you ever hear her ask for dog food money anymore? None. I haven't heard her ask that in a very long time. And that used to be the main thing that she would beg for because she knew that it would pull at people's heartstrings. She absolutely knew she would get the money with that every time. And she doesn't ask for it anymore. She doesn't ask for food money anymore either. She only asks for hotel money. So kind of keep that in mind because that used to be her biggest beg. You know, a little bag of dog food, a little bit of food, and some Gatorade. She doesn't ask for any of that anymore.
And the chat is moving so fast. Whoever said it, thank you. That's an excellent point. She was on live for how long? And not once did that dog go out. That's reading the room. Read the room of the things that you can't see. That's right, Barry. 6 hours. That's reading the room of the things you can't see. That's reading the room. When does that dog go out? She can tell you a story, but is it right? Is that a quality of life for something that does not have a voice that you love, that's your companion, that's your ride or die? If Jordan's decline is so drastic, imagine what he looks like. I'm terrified to even wonder. This was from August of 2025.
So
Since
not
then,
even a year ago.
yeah. So there were 2 dogs then. There's 1 dog now because one has not there anymore. I'm trying to be light so we don't get taken down.
Yeah, we also don't want to speculate and put out anything we can't prove. So we're just going to leave it at there's 1 dog there.
Yes. But there's a visual for you. You choose to see what you see. No one's telling you what to believe. It's right there. So she can spin all day long all of her lies. And the enablers can sit there and echo chamber. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you said that. Yes, you did. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. All day long. But who are you going to trust? A keyboard warrior or your own brain, your own heart? You don't have to believe anything here tonight. You don't have to believe anything, any video anybody tells you. But if you're going to sit there and listen to Jordan with her face in her phone lie to you, it's her words that you're seeing over here. It's her words. So what's the difference? You going to believe her when she's begging for money, or are you going to believe her when 3 days later someone is playing her words side by side and she's contradicting everything she said because she lies about everything? Read the room. Use your own mind, just like you use your own pocketbook. I promise you that there is little kids in a school near you who have a deficit on their lunch that do not get certain lunches because they can't afford it, or they're squirreling away the lunches that they do get in their backpacks to take home to the little kids that aren't old enough to go to school. Why does Jordan deserve that $10 and not that little kid that's going to be our next engineer, our next contractor, highway worker, doctor, or lawyer, with their tummies rumbling, trying to learn in school? Why is she more important than a domestic violence survivor with her baby in a home that she had to pick up her clothes off of her back and go down the street to a place that she has no idea what her life is going to be like? Why does Jordan deserve the $10 more than that person? What about our heroes who fought for us to be able to sit on this app and tell our opinions to you, and you have an opinion, and him eat out of the garbage can? Why does she deserve the $10 more than our heroes who fought for our country, for us to open our mouth and say what we feel to you guys? Why are they sleeping on the street and she's not? Because she thinks she's entitled to your money because why? She can't go to a shelter?
Because she can't get up and get a job? Let's just call it what it is. She was live for 7 hours today. Those 7 hours could have been used looking for a job, a real job, not a fake job, Jordy, a real job. McDonald's, Burger King, whatever it may be. It doesn't matter where. Get a job. It's time, girl. It's been a while. Hello, all for one.
Hello, how's everybody doing tonight?
Really
Um,
well.
Look, you're hitting all the high notes, and I think it's all of it is correct. I want to point out one thing real quick. It might add on to Penny Ferry that I've noticed that he's done a lot is awareness isn't just about putting out awareness, but a lot of it has to do with listening. Listen to what they're putting out. Listen to what they're saying. Listen to what's going on. Don't interact, just listen. 9 times out of 10, we all know that they'll turn around and put out the information they don't want to turn around and be heard. They'll make the mistakes. We've seen it time and time again. And I just wanted to commend to the fact that that's what I've been watching a lot lately. Watching a lot what she says. I've been getting I got a ton of screenshots today. She made one of the biggest errors of them all when she turned her chat off. When you turn the chat off, you can get in there and you just don't say anything. You just sit and listen and get screenshots of enablers. That's an important aspect to remember. The other thing is, too, I want to put out real quick, gas is going to be up even more. Right now, I have the statistics nationwide of what gas prices are. And listen, if these individuals want to give up their own hard-earned money to enable somebody that is in active addiction or needs help, my question is, why is individuals like Glory, Shayla, and Tammy not offering up to get her help? I mean, that's what I thought it would be to be a friend. Shayla says she's dead set on being her friend. Well, if you're a friend, you would offer her help to get help. Simple as that. But yeah, groceries are going to go up too. I've already put it out in the live. Other than that, I ain't got nothing else. Save your money for your families. I mean, summer's right around the corner. Pools are going to be opening up. Do you really want to watch your kids sit at home watching TV when you can enjoy the time with them at the pool or at the beach? And I've noticed a lot of mothers and individuals with kids going into Jordan's live and giving up. I saw a woman today had last $3 and was offering it up to Jordan. $3 after paying her bills.
That's awful.
It is. It truly is. And it's heartbreaking because you don't want to see them give up their last penny. But the thing is that you reach out to them and they don't want to listen to you. That's their choice. That's where I go across the line and say, then fine. It's your money. You can give it to whoever you want. But like you all said, summer camps are starting up. Give a kid an opportunity to go to summer camp. School's going to come to an end. They're going to need breakfast. Things like that. So, listen, I think the awareness it needs to work. Do I see it working? Yes, I do. It's the interaction and the getting into the chat and getting into the live and turn around and voicing up. That needs to slow down to keep pushing her out. We don't want to push her out to the FYP. I don't. But, I mean, I've said it before. If you got 1.9 thousand individuals in Penny Ferry's live that is literally participating in an activity such as his, which is fun because I've already played it, and yet you only have 126 people in her live? I wonder who I'm going to believe first. Just saying. Other than that, that's all I had to put out. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to come up into a box.
Thank you, Jeff.
Take care.
You too. When she starts talking about being bullied and she starts talking about all the things that are against her, and all these people want to step up and say, that's wrong. They shouldn't be doing that. They shouldn't be doing this. They shouldn't be doing that. Like her newest follower, Amethyst. Amethyst has posts on her page that say, I bully the bully. And she's proud of it. Self-professed, I bully the bully. Amethyst said, I'm new and I'll be coming back. That was last week. She's come back every day this week, except for the day that Jordan said she was sick and she wasn't online. Because remember, she doesn't just come on to kick it with you guys, because you're just money to her. But Amethyst is new, and she said, I'll be coming back. And she reposted a video that someone made of Amethyst throwing gifts that equal money. She said, thanks. It was 19 cents. Either 9 cents or 19 cents. I can't read my notes. I wrote very sloppily. Oh, it's not the Amethyst. It's in the chat, y'all, with the 2 purple hearts. Sorry, Amethyst. This is Amethyst _Marie01. She said, I'm new. I'll continue to come back. But not only did she just come back, she came back every day this week except for when Jordan didn't show up, because all TikTok is an ATM to her. But she followed Jordan on every single one of her accounts. And every time Jordan reset, because, she was fishing for people's money, so she thought she would end and come back. And every time she did, to bring people up or get new blood in the chat, Amethyst was there. Hi again. Hi again. Hi again. Every single time. Amethyst is a big part of mental health on her page. She even has posts on her page where she's saying, please go and report this account. We don't need to do anything other than protect kids on this app. And it's post of someone who disgustingly has posted kids. The whole account is a little girl playing on a swing, playing on a seesaw. I've blacked them out because we don't do anything with kids over here. She said, go and report it. She made a video encouraging her 12.1 followers to go do so. Then TikTok violated her, and she can't comment because she got them temporarily suspended and wanted to know what the hell, TikTok. But that's her form of awareness. So Amethyst, I've shared it to you several times tonight. You were tagged. What's the difference between your awareness, trying to bring people aware that people are doing things on this app that they shouldn't be, versus ours? Amethyst, do you think it's right that people are getting taken advantage of for their money? Because once or twice is one thing. Like we talked to Sammy today in DMs. She said, I gave my $5. I won't be doing it again. Because she saw the truth. She'll probably be in there because she's new. She doesn't know. She's learning. But Amethyst decided to come back every single day, and every time Jordan would reset, she's like, hi again, hi again. She reposted. She's going to continue to be over there and be an echo chamber. She's big on mental health. She's doing a little bit of an aspect of awareness on her own. And I wish she would have came in tonight to ask questions. So I ask again, before the rest of the boxes open up. What is the difference between people who are enabling, who are just easily manipulated, or just watching to see a freak show of entertainment? I would love to see somebody like Amethyst spend her time working on something that she's passionate about, mental health, or helping get pictures of kids off the internet that shouldn't be. Or maybe just spending her time working with bullying at the Boys and Girls Club, something local, something with the whites of the eyes of the people that she interacts with every day in her own community. Why does it have to be somebody like Jordan Paul? 6 or 7 hours today. What'd you say, Barry? 6 hours?
It was in between 6 and 7.
6 to 7 hours today that Amethyst spent with Jordan. What kind of impact could that have done if she wanted to volunteer her time at the Boys and Girls Club, at the local school, at the church, at some community center, at the elderly center? But she spent it with Jordan. We don't sit over there for 6 hours and do anything. There are some that have the ability to sit and be able to stream because we can't get into the chat and stream so we can see the screen names and send messages. But we take shifts. We take turns and we all come together and do this so we can put our minds together to see how we can make it better. But at the end of the day, the only thing that I really truly hope is that everybody makes up their own mind and realizes that we're never going to tell anybody what to do. You pay your own phone bill. But if you really truly care about the people that you see on the internet, instead of rage baiting or enabling out of spite, or just because you want to see some freak show event happen, all we can do is pray for you. We can give you the tools all day long. But if you're out here to hurt somebody at the end of the day, nobody or anything is going to change your mind. And so then you come to my page and you see the people who are flip-flop enablers and people who know what they're doing. They're not the ones that are easily manipulated like LaShawn. They're the ones that you'll see on my page so you don't waste your time and message them and get messages back from people like Timothy, who says he wants to, trigger warning, scalp little kids. At the end of the day, all we're here to do is put out the information. What you choose to do with it is on you. No one should tell you what to do. If I can help anybody do anything and save some part of your valuable time, please come to my page. I hope 1 or 2 videos resonates with you, and then Kelly or Hope or Melody Rose doesn't have to message the same person over and over. So Barry's doesn't have to tag that person over and over and over, because that 30 seconds that she's using to tag somebody could be used on somebody that's new, that just scrolled in there and wants to help somebody, but we're giving them the alternative to go and do it locally. Because every dollar that you earn that you feel like you could free up should be spent in your community and the whites of the people's eyes that are around you, so you can see the benefit working in your own community, not with somebody like Jordan Paul, who's been doing it for years. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate every one of you for busting your ass for what you do. You have no idea how valuable you are.
I just want to say thank you, Fallon. That was awesome. Thank you, Check. Thank you, Barry's. Thank you, Scam Opera. Thank you, Birdie. Thank you, everyone down in the chat tonight, for being here. Like, I don't know if it's ending or not, but I have to go. But I just appreciate you having me up here tonight. And just hope everyone has a nice, peaceful night, safe night. And much love. I'll catch you guys later.
Yes. Guys, there's an emergency with Checkmate. She's going to have to end quickly. I do apologize. We're going to have to end like quickly and we'll come back and update people later, I promise. Thank you guys for being here. You guys have no idea how valuable you are. Checkmate, please check in with us later.
Yeah, please.
Please, oh my gosh.
Yes, thank you everybody for coming in. Mods, thank you so much. We'll continue this on another night. Thank you all. Bye.